Thank you for stopping by to listen to my dad, Larry Witcher, otherwise known as the Professor of Useless Knowledge. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, let's get the professor in here. Come on in, Larry.
I'm coming in right after old Billy died.
Yeah, well, you and him grew up together, didn't you?
Yeah, he was a year older, 2 years old. We both worked at Soda Bar together, and we both worked at Peters and Foster's together.
Yeah.
He could have been my son-in-law if things had worked out right.
Your son-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the first boyfriend of my daughter, Allison.
Oh.
She had a crush on Billy Dial like it never would have. I mean, he was it.
Yeah.
And one day he went by the garden, and he whistled at Faye. He made out like whistling at Allison. He was whistling at Faye, and Allison said, some man went by up there and whistled at Mama and put a curl on the end of it. You know, like...
Yeah.
Put a curl on it. So if you're going to whistle at a girl, be sure you put a curl on it.
Yeah, that's right.
I was out at Home Depot yesterday, Julio. There was this woman standing up there, and I walked by, and she said, she was talking to another woman. She said, looked up, and she asked me, she said, did you know anything about toilets? I said, oh, yes, ma'am, I know a lot about toilets. She said, well, mine is leaking, and what would you suggest? I said, well, always when our toilet leaked, we got a bucket of tar and a ladder and got up on the top and hunted a hole. She said, I'm talking about the toilet that you sit on. I said, oh, you mean a commode then? I said, I thought you was talking about a toilet.
You're talking about the roof on the toilet, yeah.
You know, old folks, which Billy Dial is, we've always been considered...
Not you, Larry, but Billy Dial.
Billy Dial, yeah, you know. See, we look at old folks when we were growing up, Julio.
Oh, yeah.
And you had no idea that one day you was going to catch up with them.
Didn't think you'd ever catch them.
That's right. We'd never get there. Never crossed your mind at all. But they claim that the old folks' brain is slowing down. But really, that's not what it is, Julio.
What is it?
Well, it's a fact. See, the brain is like a computer. The more knowledge, the more you put on a hard drive on a computer, the longer it takes to recall it. So our brain, Billy Dial's and them old folks' brain, it's not that they're getting slower, but they got so much stuff stored up there that it takes longer to pull the fact out that you're looking for.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, I think it does.
Yeah.
And every day it begins to make more sense and more sense. See, we're living in our winter years. Those old folks are.
Yeah.
And you say, where was yesterday? Yesterday it's done vanished, and you can remember I was just a kid yesterday, and then I was starting my new life with my mate, and it seemed like it just happened yesterday. We've been married 56 years.
Yeah.
And it seemed like just a week ago. But then again, I can't even remember being without Faith. I mean, it's just so all we think about, we ain't never going to get old, but all of a sudden it'll slip up on you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Each
day you'll find yourself getting a little bit slower, and begin to no longer, Julio, is a nap something that's an accessory. A nap is mandatory now.
Joe knows nothing about that. He has no clue what we're talking about because he's just he's still just a little kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did. See, he'll look at us and he'll never realize that one day I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
See, a nap used to be, a treat just to sit down and take a little nap. Now it's mandatory.
Yeah, you got to hurry up. You got to make time for it.
If you don't get a nap when you're supposed to, you just fall asleep every time you sit down.
Yeah.
And you're unprepared for all them aches and pains that comes your way.
You never know which one's going to hit you tomorrow.
No, you don't. And if there's anything that you wished you had done, you better do it today.
That's right.
Because your winter time in life is on its way, Julio.
Yeah.
It's going to get here before you know it. life is a gift, Julio. This gift to each one of us, and the way we live our life. That's what we're going to leave for the other folks here. So you got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
A good health, Julio, is worth more than silver and gold when you get old.
Yeah.
And realize, you say I'm broke, but if you're broke, if your health is broke, you're sure enough broke. So remember the day, Julio.
Yeah. If you got your health, you're a millionaire.
Right. Remember this, Julio, today.
Yeah.
You are now the oldest that you'll ever be.
Okay.
That you've ever been. You've never been older than you are today.
Yeah.
But but you'll never be younger than you are right now. Now you remember that, Julio.
Spoken well. That's great. That's great.
Never.
Larry, hope you have a good weekend.
All right, y'all all do, and have a good trip.
Okay. All
On the
right.
radio.
Yeah, we'll do it, and we'll talk to you on Monday.
Monday morning.
Okay, thank you, sir.
See you.
There you goes. That's a professor. Some words of wisdom there for you this morning.
Yeah.
You're as old as you'll ever be right now, Joe. Remember that, okay?